It is that time again for another cooking tutorial. A lot of you guys loved my creamy asparagus soup that I made last month, and a lot of complaints had to deal with the smell of your pee. That is one of the downsides of eating asparagus or having asparagus soup, or anything asparagus for that matter, will make your pee stink real bad. However, it is food, and no matter what stinkies you get from that food, you're still gonna eat Taco Bell despite you getting the shits. So today I figured why not do another asparagus tutorial on how to actually oven bake asparagus. So I went to the store yesterday and got a big handful of a pound of asparagus for roughly only $1.50. So that was a really good deal. These are nice and thick, as you can see here, thick old spears. These are actually thicker than the asparagus that I've used in the past, but that's alright. Make sure that you wash this. It's pretty straightforward for that. And as I've always shown people in the past, when you want to cut asparagus, you see this, this kind of woodish grain ending here. So you want to cut right where it fades out. So where it's white, it fades directly to where the green is. So you want to cut right about here. All you really want is a lot of green, essentially. And look at that. There we have. Look at these beautiful, all nice and green, ready for consumption and for cooking. Now the next step is to heat your oven to 400 degrees, and we're going to lay these out singly. You want as much space as possible. By the way, I'm doing this with one hand, so I apologize for the shaky camera if that's what you're getting. My camera woman is not available for filming, actually, today to help me film, so I had to do this all by myself. You want to lay these out just like that, give them some space. Pretty simple, straightforward. Now, something that I should note here is if you're going to use vegetable oil, olive oil, whatever it is, you want to make sure that you do not smother the asparagus with this, because if you put too much olive oil or vegetable oil, you'll actually steam the vegetables instead of bake them in the oven. We're just going to do a nice little drizzle over top of these, as you see this, that, 3 little lines of drizzling across that. Some kosher salt. Now, you don't have to put salt on this, but I like putting salt on my asparagus. It gives it a more zesty flavor. And of course some fresh brown black pepper. You really can't go wrong with pepper. And you know, this is all the flavor to taste. Depends on how much pepper you want. If you like a lot of pepper, a lot of salt, you know, it's all to taste. And that's the thing about vegetables that I like, is a lot of vegetables are to your own flavor, your own taste, your own amount of salt, everything pretty much. You choose what you want to put on your stuff. Now something that I really like to do, which gives it a lot more, oh hi! Hi! Say hi! No, don't jump on me. Down. Something that I like to do, which gives it a lot more flavor. Welcome to my refrigerator, by the way. Get to see what's inside here. Shit, where did I put it? Yeah, we eat a lot of eggs and milk, as you can see. That's zucchini. Oh, there it is. Alright, I got 2 oranges, but I'm just going to use 1 for the sake of this, to use it as an example. Now you can use a lemon, or you can use an orange. It depends which one you like more. I like oranges. But what we're actually going to do is we're going to take this orange, and we're actually going to grate the orange skin over top of this asparagus. It really adds a lot of zesty flavor to it. Specifically, I'm going to use this. I am one-handed, so I cannot hold the camera and do this at the same time. So we're just going to lightly grate the skin all off this orange, like this, on top of this. I'm going to take that. Now once that's complete, we're going to just take all these and we're going to kind of just throw them around like this so they get a good coat of all of the olive oil and the salt and the pepper. Lay them out again perfectly. Now they have a good mixture of the orange, the pepper, the salt. And now we're going to throw this in the oven at 400 degrees for exactly 12 to 15 minutes. What we basically want is for the tip to be charred. So when we see the charred tip of this asparagus spear, that's when we know it's done. We want to reserve the stiffness of the spear itself, because if you overcook them, they won't be stiff. You want to have them baked but still hold their firmness, and with this charred tip, that's when you know they're finished. And while we're waiting for that to cook, I actually need some advice. I am struggling with this little girl right here. This puppy. She's 5 months old. She's a lab and border collie mix. Sorry for the zooming's not. And she is extremely lovable. She's super cute, super obedient. Actually, I'll show you. Watch this. This is really cool. Take this chip. All right. Sit. Not you. Sit. Mara, sit. Sit. You're not going to sit for us today? There we go. All right. No. 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 Okay. Look at that. That is amazing. She has complete self-control. I don't know how... Anyway, that's not what I wanted to ask for help for. I have this issue. So, she is still... I'm trying to potty train. I've potty trained 2 dogs before, and I cannot potty train this dog. She's a lab and border collie. It is driving me absolutely crazy. We can't get her to go to pee outside. We can't get her to go poop outside. It is literally nearly impossible. We've tried putting the pads out there. We've taken her poop outside and put it outside in the back, and yet she still will not go to the bathroom outside. I don't know what it is. And she'll go out with our other dog, Haley, and she goes and she just wants to play with Haley. She doesn't ever go to the bathroom. So I've never had this experience with having such a difficult time potty training a puppy before. I don't know. She recently just got spaded last week, and that's why she has the collar on. So no babies for you. Yeah, no babies for you. If you guys have any advice for me, please let me know in the comment section of this video, because it's really frustrating, because every morning that I wake up, it literally smells like shit because she has pooped and peed on the potty pads, which is good. I'm glad that she's able to do that on the potty pads, but I don't know what it is with this dog. I cannot get her to go to the bathroom outside. She comes when we tell her to come. She sits for the most part. She has self-control with sitting, and she stays in the place where we tell her to stay, but she will not go to the bathroom outside, despite many different efforts from dog tutorial videos and stuff like that. So I just pulled out the asparagus, and we're just going to see here. We're going to put this fork. It's resisting me putting the fork in, which that means it's still tender. There we go. We got it. And yeah, there we go. Flawless asparagus spear right there. Something that should be noted is you want to take the asparagus off this as soon as you possibly can, because something with asparagus or most vegetables is if you leave them on this warm cooking sheet, they will actually continue to cook, even at a low temperature of a heat. So unless you want your asparagus super soft and not tender, tender is how you're supposed to have them anyway, that would not be ideal for your asparagus. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is how you make oven roasted asparagus. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to eat this for lunch today. And of course, as in every video, I have to do the taste test. Absolutely delicious. It is perfect. The orange skin or lemon skin that you use will definitely give it a lot more flavor. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Daniel Silsbach, also known as Mr. Repzion. Eat well and peace the rep out.